Ladies and gentlemen, please come in and take a seat, and welcome back to Let's Play Katana Zero. Last time we sort of assassinated a war profiteering millionaire and met a little girl, and now we are back in the creepiest psychiatrist room in all the land after having another nightmare last night. Again, I'm taking the route that I did the first time I played the game, and this guy has been relatively straight with us so far. So I'm going to be a bit honest where I can. That's not to say I implicitly trust him, but keep in mind that both the scientist and we were shot in the dream. We were, of course, a young boy. Yes, the scientist said something, as we can recall. We thought he was shouting at us before we remembered he was a scientist. You know, that makes a certain amount of sense. Now, injury. This is, apparently we don't quite remember ourselves. You wonder, what part did we play in the war? The war profiteer mentioned that he was sorry for the pain he had brought through us. Interesting. I sort of thought our perception of time was due to that drug he kept injecting us with, but... And interesting. You know, I'm going to again play the way that I played the first time, and I just got the sense to maybe not bring up the girl to this guy. He seems like he's helping us, but a few things just aren't adding up, and I wanted to have just a few secrets. I'm not saying that was the right move, I am saying it's the one that I made. Well, I'm happy to be cooperative at least. He does seem to be helping us through our traumas, though because we remembered ourselves as a young boy in a hut, you wonder what part we really could have played in the war, and you wonder what kind of machinery there might have been. Alright, and presumably he gave us a contract. Did he hide the picture of his family when we came in? What a tiny and lovely detail. To me, that sort of speaks volumes. Presumably he was hoping we would forget about them. He was very kind and forthcoming the other day about them, even suggesting we would meet. But he appears to have hidden them. Also, we appear to, immediately switch our scabbard to the other hip when we turn around. I guess that's a forbidden samurai technique. So, I'm told that this particular contract is an XP of a popular dance DJ who wears some fancy LED headgear on. But this is DJ Electrohead. 2nd District is apparently a little fancier than the 3rd District where we are. He does club drugs. Pathological liar, do not speak to him. That obviously caught my attention, and I remember thinking, you know what? I'm going to speak to him. So, here we are in Club Neon. The deal here is we're not to be seen. We are not a mass murderer. And if we get seen at all, it's a game over. It's an immediate game over. However, that's not to say that we can't sort of jump in a split second through the guard's field of vision, something which is very important in the speedruns. Their field of view is only just as far as their green cones are, and as you can see, it's a little too loud for them to hear anything in here, so we don't have to worry. about our footsteps alerting them or anything like that. I also really like that we blend in by just partying so hard. Presumably these partygoers don't mind if a samurai man comes up and starts breaking it down in front of them. I also like that the DJ is just in some diamond obelisk. Buddy. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Whoa! Oh, didn't expect the rush. I do want to hear him out, but don't really think... I'm not going to accept defeat at the hands of just a mook. Yeah, not really a challenge. You see that when the camera's on me, the door shuts, and when I leave the camera, the door opens. And I'm so happy. This is one of my favorite things in the game. That's strong Terry. He's just a mook. Uh-huh. Yeah, I won't. You saw the ting there. Alright, let's do this a little bit more quickly this time. What say? So we're going to leap through here. Take out one of these guards. If he doesn't move any closer, I like to take out one with the door, but it doesn't matter. So there we go. We kind of rolled into him and took him out. Now this thing is going to shut the door as long as it's on us, so we just need to get behind a box. There we go. Not bad at all. Well, I would rather not have died that second time, but them's the breaks. Now, you see this door down there? One of these guys can enter into it and appear on the top floor if he so desires. That's if they encounter us, but I don't really see a reason for that to happen. We break through that floor, do the little dodge and swipe here. Check out this turret here. So we are going to use our iframes of rolls to get through its immediate gunfire and slicing it. Once you get behind it, there's no further danger and you can just ignore it safely. We can use our looking around powers to see that there's a gunman directly below us. So we'll use that there. And here is a gunman that we're going to have to face one-on-one, so let's use our slow time and deflect the bullet. You actually, there's nothing stopping you from deflecting a bullet just in regular time, except for the fact that it's a little bit harder. So advanced players typically can do such a thing. Now, notice this gas leak up here. We toss an item into it, and the camera can't see us, so the door is open. No problem. Attacking from the bottom is always a safe way to go. People don't tend to react from there. Now look at all these gun people. What we are in fact going to do here is let the steam loose in the room, just so that it covers us. Nobody can see us to shoot, and we get a little stealth kill that way. An easy life. These are the kind of things that you want to path out precise movements for when you do a speed run later. There's really no time for dawdling at all. So we've got 2 punchers and a gun here. This seems like we might want to kick open, take out both of those, and you just sort of start to, like, twitch reflex. I saw somebody running towards me, and I thought, you know, I'm going to huck something at him. Now, here, I want to deal with the gun guy as soon as possible. And there, I managed to deflect one of the bullets with my gun in slow-mo from this turret, jumped over the other one, and activated the fog, which distracted it for long enough that I didn't have to worry about it. Now I'm going to want to roll through these, but rolling through 4 at once is a little tricky, so if I can get them right when they're grouped up at the end, then you can sort of roll through them all that way. And here we have just a melee guy. They become less threatening as you play through the game. I had to turn off that thing too, because all of these lasers would have prevented me from going on forward. You know, okay. Boy, they do have a powerful pompadour. I'm not going to deny that. Ugh, they're such greasers. That's also the grief animation for Strong Terry, if you remember. Oh, those guys. Yeah, he got him, didn't he? Okay, so there's a lot of guys up there, and I don't know if I want to deal with them. Look at all these items. Yeah. Let's just do that. What do you say we just do that? There's two gun guys here, so let's come up from below and deal with them. And notice we've got a turret that I kind of don't want to deal with. And what are all of these lasers? We remember that from the first level. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to kick open this door, kill the gun guy, get back down here before the turret can fire at me and activate the lasers to kill that Thin Ricky, I guess is their name. So, let me get the inputs right this time, and there we go. Oh, easy life. Now, you can see you don't actually have to kill the turrets in order to make it through. I was gonna go back and slice it, but I wall jumped my way right through, and as a matter of fact, that's the end of the level. I'm gonna talk to Electrohead. Alright. Yeah, I quote, got it. I hope nobody's watching me or anything. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk to Electrohead. You don't have to, by the way. Am I real? Yeah, give it all back, huh? Interesting. Well, this is as real as it gets. Where'd you get them drugs, my boy? Oh, there's a storage unit somewhere with a stock of these, is there? Hmm. And time's been repeating for you ever since you tried it just once? Yeah, we need some more info here. Okay, this guy doesn't seem like he really knows much of anything. Why didn't the psychiatrist want to know, or want us to know what this stuff was, or what Electra had found? Yeah, sorry, buddy. I think we had kind of gotten out of him all that we could. Keen-eyed watchers might have seen a certain someone running away, though. That's very interesting. So, fighting our way out of here isn't going to be the hardest thing we've ever done. Those guys notwithstanding. Also, we can see a riot police officer that we got there. That guy kills me a reasonable amount of the time, I'm a little embarrassed to say, and that guy gets the job done the other half of the time. Ah, well, so it goes. This time we'll take one out with that, and deflected the bullet even with, even in just real time. There we go. I don't have a, There. Very nice. I was gonna say, those guys that were coming from the top actually have shotguns, so if they get off a shot on you, it's real bad news. There we go. A thrown item like a bottle will destroy itself, but also block a bullet, so because that guy fires as soon as he comes on, you want to throw an item at him. You can also, there's like a few frames that you can slice him before he can get off a shot on you. It's really fun to watch things where you use a lot of slow-mo. Fights only get more frantic than this. Honestly, these big open corridors are a big advantage for the gun guys. They, of course, would be somewhat angrier if I let the conversation with Electrohead go much longer. I will show that in another playthrough. But I have the night off, apparently. hello. Let's not give her too much of the runaround. Oh no. Yeah, this is disturbingly cute. So Behemoth and Leviathan, both monsters mentioned in the biblical book of Job about a man famous for suffering. Interesting. Behemoth is supposed to be the lord of the land, and Leviathan the lord of the sea. Some people think Behemoth is describing a hippo and Leviathan a crocodile. Little girl. Yeah, I feel like making friends, of course. You're not wrong. She's very sassy, but I like her a lot, and I can't shake the feeling that she's somewhat familiar. Well, also the fact that there might be some, like, leftover blood in here or something? Got it. So the two toys glow the closer they get to each other. Alright, well, let's see if we can find Leviathan. Though I'm not sure why Leviathan would be in here. It's somewhat odd. Not in the cupboard. This is it's a sort of like a dream, don't you think? Nothing but fish heads in the fridge. Yeah, I suppose. I guess we like them for their protein and their cheapness, probably. Notice Leviathan growing, or Behemoth growing a bit brighter down there as we go along. I'll be darned. We did find Leviathan. Is this like a metaphor or something, little girl? She's so cute. Again, somewhat ominously cute for a story like this. Ooh, I bet they would be. I bet they would be. Well. I smell a plot point coming up at some point. We have a dinosaur that will glow the closer it gets to that little girl. And we keep it on our table there. Drink our herbal tea and take in the news, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, it's not a knife. It's a katana. Check out our cool action movie posters in the back there. I mean, yeah, our house is a dump, but so is everybody else's. What do we got, like some... Are those like soft drinks or like protein shakes? Stacks of pizza? I like that everybody said about Strong Terry. I can't be alone in thinking it's meant to be somewhat of a Terry Crews reference, right? Well, yeah, that sounds right. That's just how you gotta do it in gangland, ladies and gentlemen. Oof. 3rd District continues to crumble to pieces. You know, the city itself seems to be suffering. As I said before, Behemoth and Leviathan were two monsters that are mentioned really only in the biblical book of Job, and mentioned there as being lordly animals that nobody would have dominion over. Alright, the news is starting to repeat. Let's head off to bed, and presumably to another great night of dreams. Oh. That didn't seem good. We didn't want to use... Sorry. we didn't want to have a little time repeat there, but we did. Right? Okay. Oh, ooh. I was thinking we were going to get away without getting shot, but no, he threw He threw our companion there into the machine, which turned them into Leviathan? How odd. And why did everything break like that, I wonder? Let's just ask. I understand. Let's push just a little bit. He's a little angry. I see. Our superiors compromise our goals. Yes, I understand. I probably should know our... I wonder if that's true or if he's just messing with us. Let's see if we can push just a little bit more. He seems to have gotten himself under control, but boy, he snapped there for a second, didn't he? You get the sense that this guy is under a lot of pressure. I guess that's good. So, there's a little confirmation. We are the dragon. Yeah, okay. I certainly will try. Yeah, he's still hidden the picture of his family. So, I don't for a minute believe we're trying to just end illegal drug trafficking. Maybe we're trying to get control of the supply of this drug. Certainly it seems very valuable. I think Electrohead was probably too much of a chowderhead to know what to do with it. But, look at this. We're about to kill somebody who's meant to be, testifying in a military tribunal. That doesn't... I wonder about that. Also, yes, I understand. They said they don't want me to have quite as high of a profile. So I'm breaking into a prison. This is using somewhat of the mechanic we saw before. When I'm in green, I can just do whatever, and I'm unseeable. In the yellow, I am visible if a guard's has like great vision on me, but not from a distance. And in the light, I am just extremely visible. Not a worry for now, of course, because there doesn't seem to be anybody out here in Mutual Nil Prison. I like this level a lot. This entryway is a really cool set piece. Again, though, we're gonna have to find a way through here without killing everybody, and I don't know how to go through without breaking open a door, so maybe if I just kick it, it won't actually kill the guy. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. I feel like maybe I should be calling my handler right now and saying everyone is very dead. I didn't do this. Did I do this? I don't think I did this. I am having memory lapses. I mean, I don't have a lot of swords. This actually seems like it might have been a coordinated effort by a lot of people. Or one person with a lot of swords, I guess. This is real bad. Okay, so whoever this was just here. That seemed bad. Let's get out of here. Oh, it's super too late. Here's creeping, by the way. I don't really even know if they go over this, but if you press control and move in a certain direction, you begin to creep. So, we were told to avoid unnecessary loss of life, and that is what we are going to do our very best to do. These people are not distracted right now by thumping dance music, and so if you run close to them or make a lot of noise, they absolutely will notice you. So slow and steady is not the worst plan. It is also good to keep in mind I don't have forever, especially because I was futzing around a little bit in the beginning there. I'm almost, in fact, out of time. And in fact, if any of these guys see you, look, isn't that neat? The video feed's lost. If anybody even so much as sees you, then you have to kill everybody or you can't leave the level. So I could creep down here and try to avoid these two guards. That seems like a losing proposition. Why don't we try something a little saucier? Distraction there, and breaking through. Assuming he stays distracted for long enough. I think this may be a losing situation. Yep, alright. Let's try that again on a little bit of a tighter schedule, eh? There we go. And now, let's drop down here. Fortunately, their view cones are not enormous. I actually didn't. I've never done this so slowly that he had time to walk back there. But in a way, it's nice because that means he's out of our hair. Nothing too hard so far. Of course, you have not been trained in how to do anything like this in the game so far. So, you know, learning how to creep without attracting attention is something that takes a little bit of skill. See, you can see the guard going by there, and so you know exactly when to pop out. I think that's a neat little thing. Whew, just far enough away that he didn't see me. And of course, we still have the entrance to go. You absolutely can, incidentally, beat this level by just slaughtering everybody. Okay, so here are these two-part vision cones. The deal is, somewhat as I said before, when you're in the yellow, if you're in their outer vision cone, then they cannot see you. When you're in the green, they can't ever see you. But if you're in the yellow and they see you and you touch their inner cone, then they do detect you. Unless the light's on you, in that case, either cone will detect you. So it's a little, it can be a little slow going out here, I'm afraid. These tables, by the way, you have to duck to get into the green by anything which is larger than table height, the dumbbell or the punching bag or anything like that. You just have to stand on it. So, getting real close. I probably should have gone there. Might have cost myself a cycle, which isn't an enormous problem. Again, this is very different from the route you would take if you were like speed running this, and I've still got half a bar of my absolute time limit, so I'm not in particular worried here. Alright. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Alright. I may cut out some of this. If I don't get it this time, then I will probably cut out any further attempts, because I'm not going to make you sit through all of that. That is one reason that this part can be a little frustrating. And this is probably a temptation for a lot of people to just start cutting your way through. It is there are a lot of different ways you start to see divergent paths in the story, depending on how you've interacted with the psychiatrist, how you've interacted with your missions so far, and so certainly a number of those have to do with you just slicing down everybody here. And this is again one of those big, wide open areas, and I forget if I ever got through the explanation, but the body armor guards, they all have shotguns, and those are quite tricky. A single bullet from like a rifle or something is much easier to deflect. You kind of have to be dodge rolling and using your iframes to get around the shotgun, because you can deflect one bullet, but then there's like 6 of them coming at you, and this is certainly a game where any hit from anything ever just does you in. I think this is where I got seen last time, so I'm just taking a little extra time. Again, if I don't get out of here like this time, if this isn't the cycle that I get out, I'm just going to restart it. Always probably a little too cautious on this, but that's it. Very nice. And, of course, they are pleased because, presumably, I told them about the fact that I hadn't, no problem. Presumably, I told them about the fact that I saw everybody dead there beforehand, so let's go home, and is that Mecha Lies? This poor old beggar. Cro-Mags, huh? What an interesting thing to call people. Man, I was also in the war, apparently. You know, I did sort of think of myself as a child in those flashbacks. Oh, I didn't click that. I didn't click that, I promise. I said show off my service medal. Yeah, any option that you pick ends with this. Incidentally, that only happens if you don't slaughter your way out of mutual nil, so take that for what it might mean. There's a briefcase here because we did a good job on that mission, but I'm not going to open it. We'll save that for a future update. Huh. Somebody gave us a movie to watch, huh? That could be almost everyone we've met. I can think of almost nobody who doesn't have dumb hair. I don't know. I don't know a lot of nice people. I don't know if you should be watching this movie. But I do... okay. Okay. I guess. I'm kind of a pushover as far as she goes. Did I get like a comedy or something? Are these our neighbors? Are these the partying neighbors? Oh man, train bros. Yeah. Oh man, is this gonna be like us killing them? Maybe I didn't want the little girl to watch this. This seems bad. Oh, it's Mr. Russia. Oh, I don't think any of us do. Should we... Little girl, can you maybe... Can you maybe leave and not watch this? Yes, please. Uh... Let's be comforting. Yeah, I think you should too. I'm sorry you had to watch a guy get punched. My guess is that the video doesn't get any better after this. Oh, jeez. Is this like... How is this being recorded? A work in progress, huh? So are we getting like an experimental drug? Because that really looks like what we got. Oh man. Oh, this is twisted. Yeah, whatever. No, this guy isn't defiant. Does this guy like us? Is he like signaling to us? How does he know that? Does he know our psychiatrist? I suppose it is very quiet over there now. Oh, this is no good. This is real bad. Are we playing with Leviathan? Well, let's find out more next time. See you then, when 6 days remain.